Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be Iron Helm, a new adventurer. Yes, Nanok the Barbarian passed on when he was going through the labyrinths. But now we have a new intrepid adventurer to deal with whatever is now lurking in the core dungeon again. And we're going to be taking Azra. Yes, Azra. She has, well, as you can see from her stats there, okay, a health of 13, a stamina of 12. She can carry quite a bit, 10. That's the hexagonal. And she's got one ration pack. They don't learn, these guys. Bring more food with you. And she's carrying 4 gold with her. So as I said, this is the core dungeon, but I'm carrying on with using the artifacts and environment cards from the Realms and Relics expansion pack, which came in, I believe, Iron Chest. But also this time I'm going to bring in this, the Lonely Troll companion. In the Lonely Troll there is a load of people for hire, so she's going to hire one of them. I haven't decided which one yet. Also, how am I going to play Azra? Well, I mean, Nanok, I've tried to play good. You did everything right. I'm going to have her be ambivalent. I'm going to roll a dice on each of her decisions and see which way she goes on the morality track. See which way she leans, shall we? Anywho, that's what I've got. I'm going to set it all up, ready to play. And if you can follow, let's go down to, I wouldn't say it's a map. Let's go down to the dungeon. Okay, so this is the character sheet, effectively. So we have her here, Azra. She has it tells us what trappings she has, which is a sputum, which looks like something, well, it's a spear sort of thing. And it tells me how much encumbrance it is. It tells me it's a two-handed weapon. And it says, when you roll doubles in combat, I was going to say 2 doubles then. When you roll doubles in combat, add 3 damage to your sum. So quite an effective weapon. And then she's purchased, out of her 4 starting gold, so let's take 2 of those away, a backpack from the trappings deck here. Plus 2 to your encumbrance allowance. That means she can carry 12 encumbrance, and plus 1 health when you rest at the camp, because you're preserving food and herbs and such forth that in the actual large backpack. Her skill is Fortitude. Now, she's an agility-based character, but she's got a brawn starting skill, which says plus 1 health whenever you drink a health potion, and you no longer increase your poison level at the end of the round, which is when you complete one of the dungeon levels. Starts with 13 health, 12 endurance, stamina, only 1 food, and she's got 2 gold remaining. So before she goes down into this dungeon, she's going to hire someone from the Lonely Inn. Now, this is all these characters here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these henchmen, and I'm going to take that in the inn at any time she's gone, the time she's gone there, to say, right, I'm going down this dungeon. Who's coming with me? There's only 3 available. So there we go. Those are the 3. Put the rest aside. So she can hire Matilda, Yak, or Bogdana. Okay. Now, the way these work, this here is their morale. That's how much it costs to hire them. Well, she's only got 2 gold remaining. So, unfortunately, Matilda's out of her range. So she could hire Bogdana or Yak. So Yak is a silent man with a very strong back. Many years of labour in the field has made him tougher than he looks. Yak can carry your extra gear, adding 4 to your encumbrance. When at the campsite, he will stay awake if you choose to take the rest action, gaining you a bonus 1 energy. Then, this red stuff is the bad things. Every time you encounter an undead enemy, Yak loses 1 morale. So once that gets to 0, goes to 0, he will go away. You can improve the morale by paying them more gold. And Bogdana, This is like her talking in the end and finding out a little bit about them. Bogdana, of decades of toiling in the earth, so he's had strong back many years in the labour field. Okay, he's silent type. He's got nothing to say for himself. Okay, where she's got, don't be fooled by my age, my legs and mind are spry. Decades of toiling in the earth and gathering the forest has made Bogdana a skilled survivor. Gain 1 extra ration when at the mushroom grove. I like that because food is always a problem down the dungeon. When at the campsite, she will cook you a meal, gaining you 3 energy. You may choose to take an additional action for yourself. And it says, whenever you face an enemy in combat with 5 or more health, Bogdana will lose 1 morale. Well, there's going to be a lot of enemies with 5 or more health. But she's cheap and she's cheerful. And, yeah, we don't like the strong silent type, do we? And he costs 2 gold. So we're going to take Bogdana with us. And we're going to stick her just there. And then we stick a D6 on her with a 4. So that's to remind us that's as high as her morale can ever be. If I can find a 4, there we go. Oh, it fits in perfectly, doesn't it? It's like I almost designed it for effect. And it costs us a gold, so we take a gold off her there. And Yak goes back to doing what Yak does. Not say a lot in the dungeon. Right, well, we're now ready to progress. So let's hope I don't forget anything this time. Yes, I was forgetting a few things last time. I hadn't played for a while. And too keen to get the new stuff in. So, she's arrived at the dungeon, Bogdana in tow. First of all, we've got to determine what kind of environment this actual dungeon has. And that's determined by this deck. So let's give them a quick shuffle. I have shuffled them all, but I like to shuffle on camera. So you can tell the deck's not fixed. And we find we have the shadow. You open your eyes as wide as you can in an attempt to collect as much light as possible. Whenever you draw an ambush card as your first card, you must resolve the card. But it must be resolved as if it were drawn into the second card. Well, that's really, really nasty. If you resolve the treasure card on this level, you gain an additional 2 gold. When you defeat an enemy on this level, you gain a potion in addition to whatever other treasure they have. Good, but particularly nasty about the ambushes. Can't avoid an ambush. And it's treated as a full ambush. It's so dark. Why don't I have a light? Oh well, should have bought one, shouldn't I? Okay, so we have the shadow. This is the bosses. We don't know which boss we're going to encounter. And, yeah, let's start the dungeon. In the shadows. Come on, Bogdana. Okay, my legs are spindly, but I'm good. So we get a skirmish. We're starting off with a skirmish. Well, the ambush cards can't get any worse, can they? They're going to be level 2 anyway, so it's worth the risk. So it's an ambush. It's going to be that level anyway, so yeah, okay. So your foe catches you by surprise. Because it's dark. And we didn't bring a light. Okay. Gaining the upper hand. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their initial damage. And add the dungeon level +4 to their health. So let's draw an enemy. Okay. And it's an undead warrior. Doesn't look particularly interesting, does it? Not dangerous at all. Yeah. Okay. You lose 1 blessing with initial damage. I don't have any blessings, so at least that's taken out the equation. Right, so what does this have? So let's have a look at his ambush abilities. Okay, so this is add the dungeon level to their health. So their health is 5. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this up here over the bosses. Their health is 5. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, and add the dungeon level to their health. So 5 plus the dungeon level is 1 is 6. And because it's an ambush, they get +4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's got 10 health. So Bogdana's not going to like that. That's going to take her down by morale. Initial damage is 3. And draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their initial damage. So +1 is 4. And that's it. It's 4 at the present moment, plus whatever they get. Remember, it's the difference on 2 dice. So roll the dice. So 5 and 3. I need to zoom out a little bit more, I think. There we go. 5 and 3. The difference is 2. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus the additional 1, because of the ambush, is 6. That's not nice. That's 6 of my health gone in a flash. 6 of my 13. Put them there. Right, okay. I think she's going to have to attack. And he's got 10, so she's going to put 3 dice into the attack, using 3 energy. Because this is a big bad boy. Okay, so then we add all the damage I do on the dice here, and that, hopefully, that's 11. Just enough to take him down in 1 strike. Wow. Alright, when you defeat an enemy on this level, you gain a potion in addition to whatever other treasures they have. So he's got 1 treasure, which is a loot. Alright, so we've got Grave Stomper. Okay, worth 4 gold, 2 encumbrance. When fighting an undead enemy and you roll doubles, add 4 to the attack. So she'll put that, well, she can't have an offhand. She's carrying it, she can sell it. The undead warrior goes in there. Bogdana goes out there, and her morale drops to 3. That was pretty scary. Yes, it was indeed. And that was just the first 2 cards. Did it say something about gold as well? If you resolve a treasure card on the silver, you gain 2 gold. He has 1 gold himself. So, there we go. So she's now on 2 gold. That's her at the present moment. Bogdana's dropped to 3. And, yeah, health. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, and the additional potion. Hopefully, this is a healing potion. It's holy water. You can discard this card to deal 2d6 damage, plus 5 damage to an undead. That would have been useful a few moments ago, wouldn't it? Right, let's continue down. Drawing 2 cards. Turn that one over. Labyrinth. Discard 1 ration. If you have no rations, lose 3 health. We have 1 ration. Come on, there must be a good card. Oh man, another ambush. This could be the world's shortest dungeon, couldn't it? Okay, because it's resolved on this one. Your foe catches you by surprise, gaining the upper hand again. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their initial damage. It's a wolf. Okay, initial damage is 2. It's health. And adds the dungeon level plus 4 to the health. So it adds 1. So it's got 4. Plus 1 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Dear, oh dear, this could be over very quickly. You may avoid this conflict by spending 1 ration. I can chuck a food at it. It's going to do initial damage of 2, plus the difference in the dice. No, I need the ration. Got to eat. Got to eat. Okay. So let's see what it does. Difference between the 2 dice is 3, plus 2 is 4, 5, plus 1 is 6. I've got 1 health remaining. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Well, again, we can't take chances, can we? It's got 8. The average 2 dice is 7. So we're going to have to use 3. 3 stamina. 3 dice for attack with. Come on. We need a bit of luck here. Okay, if you roll doubles, that's even better, because that will be +3 damage. Anyway, it's more than enough to take out the wolf. And the wolf has no gold, obviously. It has got 1 treasure. Don't know what. Okay. It's guarding a warhammer. Okay. So something else to carry. And another potion. Come on, a health potion. An antidote. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, so we have got 2 + 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're carrying 10 worth of stuff at the present moment out of our total of 12 we can carry because of the backpack. It's not going too good, is it? No. We need a healing potion. Well, we've had 2 ambush cards so far. I can't remember how many's in this deck, but is it 2 or is it 3? Well, we'll soon find out. Let's try drawing this card. Hopefully it's better for us. It's a skirmish. We can't afford a skirmish. It's treasure. Phew! So remember, we can always draw the second. So, right. This chest must have been stocked with goods recently. Draw 1 loot card and 1 potion card. And if you resolve a treasure card on this level, you may draw 2 additional gold. So there's no gold in it at the moment. So we're drawing 2 gold, which now puts me on 4 gold. And we're drawing 1 loot card and 1 potion card. Hopefully this is a healing potion. It is a healing potion. Right. I'm drinking this straight away. You may discard this card to gain 4 health. But because I've got fortitude, whenever you drink a health potion, gain +1. So I'll gain 5 health from that health potion. That is sorely needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me back on 6 health. Not great, but it's better than a poke and a stick from a blind man, isn't it? Okay, what's the loot we gained? A longsword. Die roll results of 6, deal on extra damage. And, okay. Also, the wolf did scare Bogdana. She's down to only 2 morale at the present moment. Hasn't been useful yet because we haven't found the campsite. But we are well stocked with treasure. So hopefully we'll find the merchant and flog some of this stuff. And buy something like armor or health potions. Right, okay, let's go for this one. It's the clearing. Anything can happen in a clearing. So we draw a plot card. I'm going to give them a shuffle as well. Oops. Right, so plot card. The Traveller. A cloaked figure approaches you. You place your hands on your weapon, fearing a conflict. However, the old man reveals himself as a cleric and makes a gesture of peace. He places his hand on your shoulder and whispers to himself. Gain either health or energy equal to your position on the morality track. I'm on position 0. I haven't done anything yet, good or bad, or indifferent. You came at the wrong time. Oh well. He's worth 2 plot points, so that's 2 towards the bad boy appearing. But he came at the wrong time. Right, okay. Moving on. I should be putting these face down actually because I don't normally look at the second card. Right. Let's go this one this time. Skirmish. Need to avoid it. Oh, it's skirmish 2. Okay. But nothing that allows me to avoid a skirmish, have I? No. Right. You are taken off guard and stumble for your weapon. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +4 to their health. It's a flying snake. Okay. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level to their health. So they've got 3 health, plus the dungeon level is 4, plus another 4, so they're on 8. Initial damage is 1, and then poison as well. Okay, let's see. what it does. Okay, so it's 2 plus 1 is 3. So that leaves me with 3 health. Okay, what's the best weapon to use on this? Longsword? No. No. No, no, no. Holy water. It's got 8 health. You may discard this. It's not undead though, is it? No. It's not, no. Probably sticking with a spear. 8 health. I don't want it to get another attack, so I'm going to have to put 3 in. 3 stamina. And put the dice so you can see them in camera. Okay, 12 takes it out. It has no treasure, it has no loot. So I get absolutely diddled from that. Or do I? Okay, again, Bogdana was scared. She's gonna be scared by everything. I'll give her 1 gold. Look, here. Ah, thanks, dear. That puts it back up to 2. But look at the drastic state of this already. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, been a tough first level. It's not great for the camera, is it? You know, or is it? Maybe it is. Maybe you like to see me suffer. That's this card. Alright, when you defeat an enemy on this level, you gain a potion in addition to whatever other treasure you have. So I gain a potion from that, which is an ice shard. And I think I missed getting a potion from the wolf, but that's my fault, not... Okay. The merchant. Deep in the dungeon seems like a strange place to set up shop, but who are you to question his sanity? You may make a purchase from the merchant. Draw loot and potion cards based on the dungeon level you are on to form the shop. The merchant will buy unwanted items from you for 1 gold each. Okay, so let's see what he's got to sell. 1 loot and 1 potion. Healing. Holy water and a ration. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Can't use the holy water. Well, we've got holy water. We will purchase the ration, which costs a gold, or we can trade it in for something. Well, I'm not going to use the grave stomper, so we trade it in for the grave stomper, which goes in the loot pile. Okay, and we eat that ration straight away. You may discard this card to regain 2 energy, which we will do. So we regain 2 of these. It's not health, but again, didn't die from it. Going on. Oh dear. We're almost at the end of the dungeon. I think we'll take this card this time. Mushroom Grove. You have located a grove of young mushrooms. Gain 1 ration. Useful. Does she give me anything in the Mushroom Grove? When at the campsite, she'll cook you a meal. No, okay. All right. Maybe the campsite was one of the other cards. And then the last area of this dungeon. Oh, we'll go this card. It's an arrow trap. So, let's avoid the arrow trap. And it's the altar. That's better. Okay. Sometimes the sanctuary is found in the least expected place. You drop at the altar and pray for health. A blessing. Gain 1 blessing token or healing. Discard. I haven't got any poison. I should have got a poison from that dragon. From initial damage. So I do have 1 poison. Well, okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take the blessing. Let's cut these. Take that one. I don't know what they are until I get to use them. So we gained a blessing. And I will use my antidote, my poison antidote, against that poison that's finally worked its way through from the dragon. And that completes that dungeon level. Man, was that hard? Okay, so we finished the level, so there's a couple of things we want to do. We have to shuffle the dungeon deck. So that's that done. Ready to go. Feed your character. Does they have to feed the... I'm assuming they've brought their own food and supplies. If you do not have a ration to spend, we do. For every 2 poison, we've cured the poison before we've done it. Advance the pawn. 1 level. Now, as we're going down here, we've got this random event to deal with. Random encounters. It's got a little, looks like a treasure. Gain 1 random loot card. Okay. Fate coin. When asked to draw a plot card, discard the fate coin to draw 2 plot cards. Pick one and discard the other. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to check my encumbrance. So she can carry 12 because of the backpack. She's got 3 for the spear. Backpack itself isn't any. Coins nothing. Eye shard is 1, so that's 4. Long sword 5, 6. Warhammer 7, 8, 9. Holy water 10. So she's within her limits on that regard. Okay. She's got a fair few gold. She's got rations. So yeah, we get down to the 2nd level. And it says draw the top plot card and resolve it. The wolf. Yeah, we just had a wolf. Your eyes meet those of a frail-looking wolf crouched in the cover of shadows. It looks like the wolf is starving, as it cannot even muster the strength to growl. I can either feed the wolf or ignore the wolf. Okay. As I said, I'm going to choose her actions by random. So 1 to 3, she will feed the wolf. She won't feed the wolf. Ignore the wolf. You turn away and leave the wolf behind to fend for itself. Move down 1 on the morality check. Maybe it has something to do with the wolf that attacked her. And well, but it gives her 2 more plot points towards the end of the dungeon. Okay, that completes this first level. Let's bring this back up to the top. Well, as you can see, it can go very, very quickly southwards. But she survived. Just. We've gone down to the 2nd level, and that will be in the next video. I'm trying to keep these quite short. I've noticed when I do the whole dungeons, they start to run for an hour, and that's probably not the best way to show this. So this is her, Azra, completing the 1st dungeon level. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know why if you didn't, because the only way I'm going to improve is if you let me know. Any comments will always be answered, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But until next time, what's time? Play games, have fun. Bye, internet. Got to find me a little token.